Good morning, good day, good evening. Dan here again for my next project. I was working on a small project of mine, a bit of a box that fits on top of a table that I can put things in, just to practice dovetailing, and I came across an idea. We have all of this old wine barrel stave. This is very old stuff. It's been sitting out in the weather, but it has a lot of character. It's white oak, which is what they use for making barrels, and so I was thinking for an upcoming production of The Lion in Winter that I would build a table out of this wine barrel stave to better match the decor of the period that we were setting the play in, rather than using modern vanities, modern end tables, things like that. So this video is showing how I built just such an end table, or vanity. The first thing I have to do is take these old barrel staves, grayed by the weather and rot on the inside, and turn them into something that looks like this beautiful golden piece of white oak. I accomplish this by planing the outer diameter with my hand plane, with the nose angled down slightly and at a very shallow depth of cut, then using my draw knife and my belt sander on the inside diameter to get to the good wood. I'm using 60 grit sandpaper here on my belt, but I progressively move up to 80 and then 120. With these cleaned up, I can focus on the tabletop, which is going to be made up of narrower staves that I furthermore cut in half and then shape down to the right thickness. I focus mainly on just one side of the staves because the bottom half, it doesn't necessarily have to be perfectly even right now. And then it's to my oversized clamps, face down, for glue up, and the final product is fairly even, just needs a little bit of planing. With the glue up complete, it's time to shape the tabletop to the staves that I have for the front and the back. The front, coming from a different barrel, has a different arc, and so I have to cut a line off the front of the tabletop to match that arc. Then, using an old sanding belt, I mark the center of another stave, cut it in half, and produce the sides of the tabletop. These all have to be cleaned up, and I have to cut a 1/4 inch rabbet into the inside diameter, which requires flattening, and then cutting off this angled edge where the staves meet. And on the front and back, rather than cutting a rabbet, I just used another stave, cut it in half, and shaped it so that it could act like a rabbet, and then made the glue up. With the glue up complete, I moved on to the legs, shaping and cleaning up some staves, and then cutting cross-lapping notches to create X-shaped legs on both sides. Then came drilling out some 3/8 inch holes for dowels and the final glue up. And the product here, shown before varnishing, turned out very well, and after a single coat of varnish you can see how the colors are going to blend and stand out at the same time, making a unique piece of furniture. I must say I was very pleased by the figuring on the front of the table. That's all for now, and thank you for watching.